G'day guys, Vindicator Jones here. Ever since 2.1 dropped in our labs, there has been a considerable amount of discussion regarding the AI. Good or bad, there is no denying it. There are a lot of commanders who are struggling with some of the aspects of the AI, especially when being interdicted. However, this needn't be the case. Look, I'm not here to tell you to get good, train harder or anything like that, as I don't like that kind of response. It solves nothing and just increases the rift between player groups. You don't have to get good or learn new combat tactics in order to survive an interdiction. It just boils down to knowledge and following some very simple steps, and you should never have any more problems with being interdicted. There are 3 ways to deal with interdiction. 1. Attempt to break the interdiction attempt. 2. Submit and low wake. And 3. Submit and high wake. Attempting to break the interdiction is perfectly fine to attempt, but you should note that if you fail, your FSD cooldown is going to be considerably longer than if you submit. I would suggest trying, and if it seems you are starting to lose, then immediately submit. The last thing you need is to be taking fire while waiting for your FSD to cool down. Low waking is when you activate your frameshift drive to return to supercruise in the same system. The FSD charge time is shorter and is usually the best way to avoid taking damage. High waking means jumping from the system you are currently in to another system. The FSD charge time is longer, but usually NPCs do not follow you when high waking, which is a really good idea if you're being constantly interdicted by the same NPC over and over again. Anyway, I thought I'd take out my Type 6 and show you some examples of what happens when you get interdicted and the tactics you can use to always make sure you survive the encounter. I've loaded up my cargo bay full of gold and hopefully will be a tasty target for some NPC pirates. Okay, getting interdicted here, I am going to show an example of low waking, which means just immediately getting back into supercruise. So here I go, boost. I should just continuously boost. Doesn't matter what direction I'm heading in. I wait till the FSD comes online. And that's it. That's how most interdictions should go. Okay, I think I'm about to get interdicted near the star, which is not a good place to get interdicted, but... Oh, okay, an elite level eagle. This should be interesting. Again, as before, I'm just going to continuously boost, boost, boost. Not going to worry about my... Oh, okay, he's got some good weapons. Got some pips into shields, but keeps some energy there for the engines. Wait till we spool up. Well, that's a good example of probably the harder NPCs you'll come across, but even then that was pretty easy. Nothing really that much to be concerned with. Looks like I'm being interdicted by the same guy again. And this is what happens if you don't high wake and just continuously low wake. This can happen. So exactly the same thing again. Boost like crazy. Oh, shields. Shields went down fast there. I've only got D-rated shields, so put some pips there. But again, it's really not that difficult to deal with. And there we are, free again. Okay, now I'm going to show you some examples of high waking, which means selecting another system to jump to instead of going back into supercruise. I have another system already selected as it was already part of my jump run, but I'm not going to waste time turning towards it. I'm just going to continuously boost till my FSD comes back online. Okay, well this tactic's a little different. What I shall do is boost away from the NPC, then I shall use flight assist off, turn around towards my next jump point, now throttle back so I'm flying backwards and still running away from the NPC, and wait until the FSD has fully kicked in and charged up, and then boost towards the jump target, boost again, and FSD will kick in. This is a really handy tactic. It does take a little practice with the flight assist off, but it's really not that hard to do. I'll do another couple of examples so you can see how it goes again. Okay, same thing again, except this time I will not have a pre-selected destination. Sorry, pre-selected jump point. So what I'll do is as soon as I come out, I shall immediately boost away as per usual. Now I'll look over into the panel here and select the furthest one away. Now I don't care where that point is at the moment, I'm just getting some distance and for my frame shift drive to cool down, which it has. Now I've done it first and I'm going to wait till it's fully charged. Then as soon as it's fully charged, flight assist off, turn around with 0 throttle to my jump point, then immediately smash the boost button. Probably have to hit it a few times to counteract your reverse flight heading. And it will kick in quite nicely. There you go. Again, it will take a little bit of practice, but really it's not that difficult. Okay, I'll show you one more and I think this should cover it. So again, I'll do the same thing. Drop, boost, 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 select the next, well, I'll select any system. Ooh. Oh, shields are down. Ah, good example. That's okay. So I'm charging up my frameshift drive, wait till it's fully charged. Just constantly keep boosting away from him. Shields are down, so not going to worry about putting pips into shields. Now flight assist off, turn around. Now boost and boost. Well, out of the 20 I've done tonight, that's probably the first time I've lost my shields. So it can happen and it will happen, but at least you can get away. Although this method isn't 100% perfect in all situations, it will still give you a much better chance of surviving most interdictions. Short of bugs with weapons or NPCs, most interdictions can be safely dealt with confidently. The biggest mistakes I see is when commanders come out of the interdiction and then try to start turning towards the next jump target or local system target. And this is the worst thing you can do. This allows the NPC to recover and to get on your tail super fast and melt your shield. As soon as you drop from Super Cruise, boost, boost and boost. Get some distance between yourself and the NPC and then move on to the next phase. Yes, some aspects covered here will take a bit of practice, especially with the flight assist off technique, but it's not something that's impossible to learn. Anybody can learn this technique if they just take a little bit of time. My question to you is your ship and cargo worth it? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you another insight on how to deal with interdictions and NPCs. If you liked the video, please hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe, or I'll come and interdict you myself while I'm not wearing any pants. This is Vindicator Jones signing off. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you out there in the big black.